Salam Monsheri. This is your fellow localized consciousness called Kwan, and so recently I've started this ZODIAC series in which I'm posting sign categories as in water signs, fire signs, air signs, and earth signs. And so this one is for my fellow fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, and Saggitarius. And I love fire signs, even though in my water signs video I said that I'm a very dominant water person per the astrological chart, as in like I'm a water sun and a water rising, but in the rest of my chart there's tremendous fire energy, and that creates a major conflict in my personality basically. And I always joke about it, saying that water and fire make a lot of steam and so I experience a lot of steamy situations and scenarios in my life, so to speak. Okay, without going into further detail about my life story, let's get started. So the theme of the video is the healing messages, and specifically as I'm doing it on the new moon day, let's make it about the new moon healing messages. What is healing for you on this new moon in Libra on October 6th? Alrighty, let's go ahead and get the Shifu out of the way and get my Archangel Power cards. I love them, and let's just get them shuffled for the reading. I've shuffled them already, previously, but I like to always clear them out with a fresh intention as I'm recording the video and do it online while you guys have joined in on the video and watching in on the video, and we are connecting over this medium of YouTube through time and space, and that creates an energetic feedback loop which always I believe affects the overall outcome of the video. So how I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick out 7 cards and we will see from there what's healing for fire signs. Let's see. Cards are coming out pretty agitated, let me say that first. So I think some of you are doing a major healing, coming up in a major healing cycle, I believe. Some of you who are watching are healing something which is not even in your the wounds are not even from your present incarnation. Some of you are clearing something from the past life, or something that your ancestors gave you. Generational trauma. There's healing of generational trauma, which is great. Let me applaud you first of all, because it's very difficult. It's a difficult job to do what you're doing. So I see you, I applaud you. Okay, we'll take these 2, we'll take 3. Let me try turn them around one by one and we'll see how it's going. Yeah, 7 of Ariel. Emperor. Definitely ancestors, like I said. Ancestral healing for the fire signs. Wonderful. Epiphany. Oh my goodness. I told you here, there is major healing cycle. Look at this. This is the Hermit card in the original Rider-Waite Tarot deck. 6 of Gabriel. Alrighty. Queen of Michael. Wow. Oh my goodness, there's divine guidance. A Hierophant. Wow. Let me pull out all the cards and I'll talk to you, because I got a lot to talk about. Wonderful. The Star and the Moon, you guys. Wonderful. Let's place them in a way where you can, I don't know if you're able to focus. Okay. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, like I said, there's major ancestral healing, and why I'm saying that is because there's Queen of Michael, there's Emperor, so great grandfather, great grandmother, a very strong divine masculine and divine feminine archetypes in your family had certain karma that they passed on to you from their generation onwards. And we have a 6 of Gabriel, so this is basically something about public image. Okay, maybe your reputation was tarnished in some manner and you were misunderstood and not given the due credit, maybe at work, in a job of some kind. Maybe your colleagues turned on against you and you were shamed and criticized for your work, not given the due credit, not appreciated. Something about your reputation in the family. Maybe you were looked down upon in certain capacity and considered a black sheep, or maybe you didn't live up to the expectations of your parental figures, like maybe your mother and the father, who wanted you to be stable and efficient and, strong-headed and focused on career instead of relationships and whatnot. But you went the opposite way. You went in the direction of your heart, where your intuition led you. And so a lot of shadow work is involved in your reading, and that's exactly what you're doing. You're doing a lot of shadow work, and which is working, by the way. This is working. Why I'm saying that is because there's Star card. It says a dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. I mean, it can't get better than this. It really can't get better than this. So this is a North Node for some of you. This is the North Star. This is the life purpose, and I'm getting goosebumps as I'm saying this. This is literally the life purpose. And through this suffering that you had to go through, the lack of appreciation for the work that you did, the lack of love that you carried in your heart, the lack of trust in the intentions that you had about yourself and others, all that, and the lack of faith in your own guidance and your own spiritual journey and your own meditation, your own downloads and psychic awareness that you might have developed through this difficult time. Whatever it is that you thought that you need to tell people, you changed during a period of time of growth, and you're transformed into someone who's more of a recluse. You like spending time alone, and that even caused further backlash from the family. They wanted you to be a part of the family functions and be more connected, pick up their calls and whatnot, and you wanted to be alone by yourself because you were trapped by the rules of the 3D. You felt as if this is not how it's going to work, and being a fire sign, you can get pretty rebellious. So it got pretty rebellious for you, and I have my moon in a fire sign, so I understand the internal battle, the value. Even if you're not saying anything on the outside, the fire inside your belly, the fire in your mind, the battles and the intellectual arguments in your head, they won't let you sleep. And so you had to detach, you had to go into your den, you had to be alone for a while, you had to center yourself, you had to come back with wiser perspectives and wiser understanding of what's happening in your life. But not enough people gave you credit for making those choices, because those choices aren't easy to make. Everybody's playing safe, most of them are playing safe. Well, not you. The ones who've clicked on this video, this is me clapping for you. And I don't do it for all the signs or in all the videos, but for this one especially, guys, fire signs, you guys had it, you guys had it bad, okay? constant judgment and constantly misunderstood. And so you had to take the step back, and so that's what you did. Okay. And your ancestors, though, they understood your dilemma because they faced something similar in their lifetime, and they realized that you've been chosen in this life to clear out their karma and be the brave one and the wise one. And so they applaud you. There's Archangel Sandalphon, and there's a dog in the background, and the cloak contains actually all the signs, the yin and yang, the moon, the cross, and the star, and the Om in the Hindu mythology. So this is a very wise person who understands all religions and all cultures and ancient texts, very well read. He understands the spiritual knowledge. So I'm getting two things. So one is that your ancestors are blessing you because I guess they, in their past lives, were very well read about the religious scriptures and the ancient scriptures and the ancient texts and whatnot. And they gathered, they worked on finding the meaning of life, And so they are acting as wise teachers for you in this lifetime because they can see the struggles that you are going through. And because of which, even though you don't see it on surface, but you've been able to be in the hermit energy and have those epiphanies because of these people who are working behind the veil. And for many of you, it's a dog spirit. It's a pet spirit, not just a dog spirit. It's any pet spirit. If you had a pet who recently passed, or maybe in your childhood, very early childhood, you had a pet who passed over, who died, they are watching over you. They've not moved on. They're watching over you. They're protecting you. They're always there to give you unconditional love. Okay? And because of this, they are I'm experiencing such goosebumps right now. You have no idea. Okay, my entire body is tingling right now. This is not a don't take it casually. This is not a make believe, make do, casual blah message and download that I'm sharing with you guys. Okay, stop doubting yourself. You felt this energy around you. These are your ancestors, your spirit guides, and some of the very wise teachers and ascended masters have been assigned to work with you because you're doing very important work in this lifetime. And a lot of animal spirits are supporting you. Maybe you need to find out what's your animal spirit, okay? And I'll do a video in the future on the animal spirit totems, so watch out for that. Keep going, you guys. This is one thing that I have to say. See, it says 7 of Ariel. It says you have invested wisely, have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. So maybe you're on the verge of giving up on yourself, You invested so much. You spent so much time alone. You meditated and meditated, and you read and you studied. You watched philosophical and psychological, spiritual lectures. Maybe you've been listening to Alan Watts and Ram Dass. And excuse the neighbor's dog, and I'm not gonna edit this part out of the video because we have a dog as your animal spirit, so maybe they are barking to motivate you. I don't know. I'm not gonna edit this part out. Usually I do that because my neighbor's dog is pretty notorious for barking for long hours for no apparent reason. But I'm not sorry about this one. I think it's a sign for you guys. Okay, such is the support of the spirits around you. That is the loud support that you have around you. You have no idea. If you knew how powerful you are, if you had any idea how powerful you are, and on the hindsight, such energies are supporting you. They're carrying you forward. They're literally carrying you forward. It doesn't feel like it. I know you feel tired, you feel isolated maybe, you feel misunderstood, judged, cornered, and lonely. Some of you feel lonely. I can sense it. You've been tired of taking a stand alone by yourself. But see, there's a spirit behind the person. The person cannot even see. Again, he's holding a book in his hand. He's studied. He's been upgrading. He's been doing the shadow work. And there's a dog here too. Like, oh my god. And we had a dog barking in the background. Like, do you need more synchronicity than this? There's another one. Can you see? I don't know if you can see it. It says there's an opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. There is guidance. These two dogs are barking in the night, giving the guidance to this girl, the angel, for her to sharpen her own intuition. And she comes alive in the night when the Luna comes out. And in this new moon, there is massive purging and healing happening for you guys. You finally have the courage to face your fears. You're not afraid anymore. Okay? You might be exhausted from taking a stand for yourself for so long all alone. But it says you've invested wisely. You chose to invest in yourself, and that was not in vain. Alrighty? That was not in vain. And the very stability that your ancestors or parents or family, maybe even you yourself, your egoic self on the hindsight, wanted you to have to begin with, and it never materialized for you because you had some work to do. You had the shadow work to do. You had to integrate your own ego and heal to become this current version that you are, to walk the path of your dharma and your life purpose. And look at these cups, the cups of wisdom. And the girl is pouring these cups of wisdom. They wouldn't have come to you if it wasn't for this, the whatever mess and chaos happened in your life, and the divine guidance happened by the Archangel Sandalphon, by your ancestors, your spirit guides, your ascended masters, ancestors. And then epiphany started pouring in. You began meditating because it got so bad that you had no choice but to meditate. Alright? I know it wasn't easy, it wasn't pretty, it was not glamorous at all, it was shit, okay? It was gritty, sweaty, tears, anger, so much resistance on your part. But you surrendered at some point you surrendered, because when you do that, the epiphany can only flow when you surrender, which you did. So that's amazing, because it says the end of a difficult situation. So believe in yourself, you invested wisely. You invested wisely. You are supported by wise teachers and friends. You have spirit guides around you. Trust your intuition. You have people supporting you from behind the veil, even if they're not there in 3D. You have energy supporting you. Luck is in your favor. Okay, in this new moon, a major core wound. For some people, maybe it's the wound of abandonment. I don't know. I'm hearing it for some people. One of your core wounds is healing, and for good. And because of which, a path of your true life purpose and dharma, for which you incarnated in this life, is going to materialize, and it will bring a lot of stability and efficiency. And so it says, be ambitious, ambitious plans. Don't play small. At one point, you stopped imagining the best for yourself. You stopped dreaming wide and crazy as you used to before, because people judged you so much, so you got like a little bit scared, even though deep down you still have all these crazy ideas in your head and you want to charge ahead at it with full force. But you got cautious along the way. You got cautious when your reputation was ruined, along the way when you were judged and stoned at. Okay, but it's all coming to an end. It's all coming to an end, and you'll be able to maneuver your path much more smoothly and easily, and it won't be that big of a problem this time. Well, I can see it. Can you see it? Can you see it materializing amazingly, abundantly awesome for yourself? If you can see it, if it's in your vision, if you can visualize it, it's definitely going to manifest a lot more faster and smoother. So do that. This new moon in Libra, and you have a moon card. So basically, I also see for a lot of you, there's so much crown chakra energy for you guys. there is an awakening that's happening for a lot of you. I feel that you guys are going through your own spiritual awakening of some kind, and that's happening for sure. And you have support from the Ascended Masters. And trust your intuition no matter what. Keep walking this path no matter crazy. Keep walking on this. This is your path of healing, and this is what you're supposed to do. I love you. See you in the next reading. Bye bye.